Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Kim, happy Friday. How's everybody doing today? For you guys who don't know, if anybody's new, I'm Mike and I'm with Imperial Tropicals. Today we're going to do a quick giveaway. We're going to look at some fish. We'll answer some of your questions, so just hang in tight. I'm going to wait for some more people to join before we do the giveaway. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, if you want to see anything, go ahead and leave a comment and I'll get to it. I also am going to talk a little bit about salt and aquariums. And yeah, so let's look at some fish. Hey Daniel, hi Shady, hey Easy. How's everybody doing? Hey, my name is Nobody. How's it going? So I'm going to start off a little bit showing you guys some fish. Here's the L333 plecos. These guys are really nice. Kevin, what type of apistos are you looking for? Nothing new anytime soon, but some of the stuff we breed, maybe. Here we got some Borellii. They're kind of small. We have a lot of them. They're just small, so it's kind of hard to sex some of them out. That's really cool to hear, Kevin, about the bussing eye or boosting eye. They're really cool. They look really, really nice in your tank with those eggs. Hey, so did any of you guys catch that last random live feed I did? I think it was yesterday with the doveye. Did any of you guys catch that doveye spitting out the half-eaten doveye? It was still alive. I mean, that was wild. It was completely unplanned, but it's a good indicator or example of how aggressive they can be. So for you guys looking into doveye, just be prepared that they're aggressive. That they get really massive. Yeah, it was really a surprise. I did not expect that to happen. That was pretty wild. So guys, I want to talk for a second about aquarium salt and just kind of what we do here. I know a lot of you guys have ordered fish from us for a while now, and I just want to touch on what we do. So here, this is the salt that we use. It will save you a lot of money. I wouldn't recommend buying the aquarium brands, just because of how expensive it can be, especially if you have larger tanks. So we use this Morton's Professional Water Softener Crystals. It is just salt, sodium chloride. So for you guys who are getting new fish in all the time, or if you have large tanks and you need to treat them, you need to use some salt. Maybe you just want to add it for some like live bearers who prefer a little bit of salinity in the water. We recommend just using this plain salt. It works really well. It saves a lot of money. And really, we've been using it for, I don't even know, as long as I've been here. So over 6 years, probably closer to, like, they've probably used it forever in fish farming. So yeah, we just buy it by the 50-pound bag, and for you, just for the hobbyists, it should last you a long time. Let me see what you guys have any requests about fish. Or Daniel's asking, the doveye are the most aggressive fish you guys have. I would say so. Let's go look at a few. We have a few in a tank. They were the fish I was going to pick live, but I decided just to hold off because they were splashing around so much. And they get really large, so they're hard to handle one-handed and trying to film. So over here, we'll start with the males. They're kind of still getting used to being in an aquarium. So So here's a male dovi. You can see he's kind of washed out, but they will get that purple and blue color. He's kind of hiding back there. This guy's hiding back there. I want to see if I can get a headshot of them up close so you guys can see their teeth just sticking out. Here we go. Look at this guy's teeth. This is why they call him the wolf cichlid. You can see this guy's overproducing his slime coat. It might look like ick to you guys, but he's just he's stressed because he was just taken yesterday and put into this aquarium. And this is a case where we would put salt on him, and there actually is salt. So it's just as a precaution to help the fish reproduce their slime coat and help prevent ick. We got a female back here. She's trying to hide behind that plant. So you can see the difference in the females. When they're ready to spawn, they turn that bright yellow. They don't have any of that facial like pattern, like the dots on their face. We have another one back here. She's hiding too. She's hiding better than everybody else. And then here's a nice big female back there. Kevin, we always have them. We have ponds full of dovi, so we always have hundreds of them in the pond, but we bring them in as needed. I know we haven't had them up as much recently, and that's just because we're working on bringing other fish in. So generally we have them always available. I know we haven't been lately, and that's just because we've fallen behind with working the ponds and everything. But so we pretty much always have them. It's just a matter of if they're inside and ready to sell. And SC's asking about the salt and how we put them in, how we put it in the tank. So if we were going to salt a tank, what we would do is just directly put it in the tank. Some things to consider with salt: some fish are more sensitive to it. So if you're talking about epistos or wild caught angelfish or discus, they tend to not handle the salt as well. They don't like any kind of salt in their water just because of where they are naturally. And then also another thing to consider is plants. If you have any plants in your tank, salt can absolutely just melt your plants. So if you're putting a high dose in, you just got to be careful of that. I've personally used salt in planted aquariums at like a quarter dose of what you would dose for like ick. And I didn't lose too many plants. I lost only a few where the salt actually fell onto the plants, and as it dissolved, it kind of just like burnt the plant. But if you put like, generally salt in aquarium plants is a no-go, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if the fish need it, sometimes you have to do it. So just something to consider there. Here we're looking at some red terrors. What's the size on the Oscars, Kevin asked? Those are the 4 to 5 inch right now. They're probably closer to 4.5. These are really nice. These are the albino red tiger Oscars, Kevin. So any Malawi trout, I am unsure. I will try to swing by their section and see if we have any. I do know a customer recently just bought like 20 of them. It might have been everything we had, so I'll take a look. So guys, I'm gonna announce the giveaway. It's gonna be store credit for our store, and it's gonna be for $25. With that, we still require that you meet the $50 order minimum after the $25 is taken from your total of your cart. So you can use it to purchase whatever you want, just still have to meet all the minimum requirements. And to be eligible for it, you just have to be here. And what I'm gonna do is ask you guys to pick a number 1 through 150. And whoever is closest to the number that I have written down will win the prize, which is the $25. Essentially, it's a gift card to our website. So a $25 gift card to our website. So choose a number 1 through 150. And whoever gets closest will, I'll go ahead and email us after, and we will get you that gift card. So I'm starting to see a bunch come in. For now, guys, I'm gonna ignore it, and a little bit later, I'm gonna go through and check. Now, if there's duplicate numbers, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna pick the person to comment that number first. So just be mindful of that. Daniel's asking about the new site and the product reviews. We chose not to bring those over, and instead of the product reviews, we just have like our Google reviews on the website. We didn't want to have too many. Hey Marion. Hey guys, everyone say hey to Marion. She is our supervisor in here, and she supervises all the packages that get shipped out to you guys. So she's the one in here making sure that you guys get your fish healthy. She's the one who decides if they need heat packs, cold packs, how much water to ship them in. So give her a huge shout out. She does an amazing job. So yeah, Daniel, we decided to just go with our Google reviews rather than have each individual review on the product, only because we saw that not a lot of people were giving individual product reviews. It was more just an overall review of how their order went. So that's why we just decided to kind of do away with it. Not that it was a negative thing, it just wasn't really being utilized. Marion, you do a great job. Everyone is very thankful. And for you guys who don't know, Marion's been working with this company for over 10 years, and she is a huge asset to what we do. And she has a part in pretty much every single package that leaves here. So here we're looking at the Blueface Princess, or the Neolamprologus burchardi. Guys, if you don't have Tanganyikan tanks, I highly recommend you guys looking into them. A lot of cool patterns, a lot of cool behaviors and colors coming out of Lake Tanganyika. For example, down here we got the gold ocellatus. Really, really nice fish. These guys are a nice shell dweller. A little bit of a bigger shell dweller. They don't get really big, but probably a 2 to 2.5 inch at max. They're a little bit expensive, but that's only because of traditionally they're harder to get fish. We are breeding them here, and we are slowly building up our numbers here. So maybe with time the price might come down. We are trying to work on that. Robert's asking about cory cats. So we actually do have cory cats, but they're traditionally hard to bring in. They do okay when we bring them in and we import them in, and after like a week or so we'll think they're healthy, and they will suddenly get ick or velvet. They just get stressed out really easy. So we do have some. For example, we do have stir-by cories down here, and albeit they look okay, but unfortunately they are sick, and we've had a couple losses here and there, and they're just not 100% ready for us to ship to you. So we had them up temporarily. We saw an issue and we took them down as soon as we could, because obviously we don't want to ship out subpar sick fish to you guys. So just be patient if you are looking for Corys. We are always bringing them in. They just take a lot more time to quarantine and a lot more time to just kind of get through that initial shipping and handling. So guys, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes on the giveaway. If there's anybody new who didn't hear, I have told everybody that we're doing a giveaway. It's for a $25 gift card for the website. All I ask is that you choose a number between 1 and 150, and whoever is the closest or gets the number correct will be the winner. And if there's a duplicate number, I'm just gonna pick the one who commented first. Daniel, we import Corys. We used to breed some of the common ones, but we no longer do. We actually just got some locally bred Corys today from a local breeder. They're actually F1 green Corys. Let me see if I can find them and I'll show them to you. They came in really big, and they're bred right here, right down the road from us. I'm gonna look for them and I will show you. Here they are. So these were locally bred and they're F1, so that means they're the first generation born out of the wild. That means their parents were wild caught, and these guys were bred in captivity and raised. So look how chunky these guys are. I don't know what this breeder is feeding these fish, but he's really bulking them up. But these guys are looking really nice. So those, we'll have to give them some time to settle in. They're not available yet, but shortly they will be, as long as all goes well. When it comes to local fish and them settling into our warehouse here, they do really well because they come from the same water source or very similar water source, so we don't have issues like when we import fish in. Yeah, Daniel, those fish are very thick. You can add a couple more C's on the end of that. Here we got the electric blue Texas. I know earlier I had a request to look for, I believe it was Malawi trout, and I'm gonna swing by and see if I can find any. Here we got some sunset haps. For you guys with the mixed hap and peacock tanks, I'm gonna say these are a must-have. Now this guy, he's just now coloring up. There was some really nice stunners in this tank that we sold earlier this week, but this fish is just gorgeous. I mean, I highly recommend you guys looking into getting one of those. They do get a little bigger, but they're worth it. And same with these Red Empress Sangha Bays. Another really gorgeous fish. Don't see a lot of people picking these up, but the color on them is really, really nice. This guy is also not 100% colored up, but that orange and red on the back half of their body, just it glows once they're settled in. So I highly recommend some of those. Still looking to see if we can find some Malawi trout. I believe, oh, we do have some, guys. So here we go. They're about 2.5 inches, so we'd probably sell these at 2 to 3 inches. We got a good amount of them here too. So I forgot who was asking, but here they are. They're looking pretty good. There is, you can tell right there in the back, they're small, but you can tell right there's a male right in the middle of the screen. But they have a long way to grow. Daniel, Corys aren't that tedious to breed. We used to do it, but we stopped because there was local breeders. There was like one main local Florida Cory breeder, and they had stopped a few years ago, and nobody really kind of just took their place. So It's probably something we should look into. We do have a couple tanks up here. We were trying to breed, and we were successfully breeding like gold laser cories, but we sold off our colonies to another breeder in hopes that they can do it. One issue we have is we have so many different types of fish we breed here that sometimes we actually will just kind of sell off some of our breeding groups to local farmers to try and just help take some of the load off of us. So that's the case with the cories. Here we got the lion sanga. Look at this Mabuna tank, guys. These lion sanga, they're pretty nice. They don't show their full potential, like how nice they are, until they're like full size. One of these days, I'm gonna take you guys down to the greenhouse and show you the breeding group of these that we have. And the colors that these males show is just like, it's really bright. It's outstanding. Like, you're not gonna see that color in this cell tank here. They don't look like too much, but the second you see them in the environment that they really like, which is our breeding vat down on the other side of the farm, is just like they glow, they stand out. The yellow on them is like extra bright. The stripes on them are very distinct. It's really cool. Shady Grady. Let's go look at some millenniums, and as I do that, I'm gonna set you guys up in front of that tank and I'm gonna look for the comments. So here's your last chance, guys. If you want a chance at the $25 gift card, get your guess in now. Put a number in the comments, a number 1 through 150, and whoever's closest to the number that I have chosen, which I will show you guys, that's going to be the winner. And if there is a duplicate, we're going to go with the person who commented that number first. So these are the female albino millenniums. There's just a couple left. There's not too many, but this is a fish we always have in stock, so we will get more shortly. I'm gonna see if we have one other tank, and it's not looking like we do, so that's currently our only tank. Alright guys, I'm gonna set you down. I'm gonna turn you around and look at me so you're not just looking at this blank wall. For you guys who are interested, it is 88 degrees in our warehouse right now. The tanks are sitting at about 82. Let me turn you guys around. Alright, so I'm going to look at some of these comments. Yeah, Shady, some of those may have already been bought. So sometimes we might have like 100 fish here, 200 fish here, but 150 of them might have actually been sold and they're just waiting to ship. So you always have to consider that. So this is gonna take me a minute, guys. I'm actually gonna walk over. I have the number saved over here written down, so I'm actually gonna show it to you, and maybe you guys can actually help me. I'm gonna scroll through, but maybe you guys can help me show it. I had the number over here. Oh, here it is. Okay, I had it covered. Luckily I covered it so you guys didn't see it earlier. So let me turn your, I'll just hold it up. So it's backwards for you guys, but that's 24. At least I think it's backwards. So whoever got closest or guessed 24, let's scroll through and see. I got a lot of scrolling to do, so if anybody knows, if anybody's seen, just let me know. In the meantime, you guys have any weekend plans with your aquariums? Any big changes going on? Any big orders coming in? Just let me know. We can talk about that. Okay, I'm not seeing. Let's see here. 1895, 1345, 69, 99, 56, 81. So far, 19 has been the closest. If it's a tie, we're gonna go to the person. We're gonna go with the Price is Right rule. So, the person who didn't go over, that's who the tie will go to. 36. 18. I think I saw a 19. I'm pretty sure. So let me scroll back up one more time and thank you guys for being patient. And then we're gonna go back and look at some more fish to finish this off. 13, 18. Maybe I saw the 19. I think I did see the 19. So Jesse Wheat 49. Go ahead and email us at imperialtropicals@gmail.com and we will get you that. We'll get you that promo code for the website. So thank you guys all for playing that game, and congratulations, Jesse. Just make sure you email us because I don't have your information and I can't get that to you unless you send us that email. So. Cool. Congratulations, Jesse. So make sure you send us an email. Let's go look at the show tank, guys. We haven't shown it in a while. We had a cyanobacteria outbreak in our planted tank. We did use an antibiotic to treat it. And, well, currently there's a bunch of people at lunch. So, actually, I'm just going to show you from afar, just for people's privacy. But we have been working on it. We did get rid of most of the cyano. We used an antibiotic. We used erythromycin. Here's another sunset hat. This is a more colored up male. It's hard to see the blue with the blue background, but highly recommend looking at these guys if you haven't. Another fish that's been recently put up on the website. One of my personal favorite haps is the white knight. Now they're freaking out a little bit. They're getting used to being in an aquarium. But these guys are looking really nice. These were born and bred here. I like that white color they have, like that ice blue to white. Sometimes they show some purplish in them. Really, really nice fish. I think they really stand out, especially if you have a tank with a black background. Daniel imports. Mike and I have been talking a little bit. We do think we're going to make an import soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a wild Colombia type order or if it's going to be like an Asian import tank bred type order. But it probably wouldn't be like an African cichlid type. It's going to be more of a South American, Asian type order, I would assume. So yeah, these guys are really nice. If you don't have one, you have a mixed tank, you're looking for something different, these guys really stand out with that white ice blue color, and that is going to be the white knight. So they are a fry type. And we got the blue orchids. Really, really nice. They got that nice white blaze down their head. Robert, currently no Warapari or Damon Earth Eaters. So guys, getting close to wrapping up. Just want to go over what we talked about. We did the giveaway. We talked about salt and how I recommend you guys look into alternative sources other than just aquarium salt. We buy ours in bulk, and I would suggest you look into that. So Not that you have to use this specific brand, but we do buy it in the 50-pound bags. It'll save you guys a ton of money. I highly recommend anytime you guys bring in fish, you quarantine them, and I would immediately salt them. That's just gonna help them build up their slime coat after shipment. So, Chris, I'm gonna answer this one last question and then I'm gonna get out of here for the day. We do breed waru here. We breed them in-house. We have a lot that are just under an inch, and we have a pond of them that are currently due to come in within the next month or so. So I would say in the next couple weeks we should have a bunch of waru available. It's just the Waru Amphosides, I think that's the full name. It's not the panda waru, it's the regular waru. So be on the lookout for those. You can sign up for notifications on our website. You will get an email as soon as they're put back into stock. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for joining. Congratulations to Jesse. Make sure you send us that email, and we'll catch you guys later next week. Bye.